It's an honor to be here with you as we celebrate this important milestone for our newest Linfield nurses. Today, we mark not just the completion of your studies, but the beginning of your impact on the world, an impact that will be measured in compassion and resilience, but also in the countless number of lives you will touch. The Linfield School of Nursing has a proud tradition of preparing exceptional nurses, and you are part of that legacy now. You have demonstrated remarkable dedication and perseverance, not only in mastering the science of nursing, but also in embodying the heart of it. As you step forward into this profession, remember that you carry with you the Linfield values of service, empathy, and excellence. You have the knowledge and the skills to make a difference, and we're so proud to call you Linfield nurses. Thank you.
Thank you, President Johnson, for your warm words and your support of nursing education at Linfield. I also want to recognize Provost Beth Concepcion, who's on stage today, who is our Vice President of Academic Affairs, who is also very supportive of the School of Nursing. So let's give her a warm welcome as well. Now, to our students. It is with immense pride and heartfelt joy that we gather here today to mark a defining moment in the lives of these remarkable individuals. Today's ceremony is more than a recognition of academic success. It's a celebration of perseverance, growth, and the commitment each of you has made to the profession of nursing. The road to this day has not been easy. You have faced rigorous coursework, long clinical hours, and the personal sacrifices that come with choosing to care for others. But through it all, you've demonstrated the resilience and the heart that define the very best of nursing. This ceremony is especially meaningful as we honor 3 distinct cohorts, each with their own path, but united by a shared calling to serve. For all 3 of these cohorts, today represents the culmination of immense effort and unwavering commitment. First, we celebrate the graduates of our Master's Entry into Professional Nursing program, the MEPN cohort. Yeah. These students began their journey in January 2024 and recently completed an intensive, fast-paced curriculum culminating in a Master of Science in Nursing in March of this year. Entering the profession through a graduate-level entry point, you bring diverse academic and professional backgrounds to the field, strengthening nursing with your unique perspectives and leadership potential. Next, we recognize the graduates of our Accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, the ABSN cohort. These students entered our program in June of last year and completed 4 demanding 10-week semesters along with an intensive session. With prior degrees in hand, you embraced a rigorous path to a new career in nursing with drive and determination. And finally, we honor the graduates of our traditional Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, the TBSN cohort. This cohort began their nursing education in the fall of 2023, completing 4 traditional 15-week semesters after building a strong academic foundation through their prerequisite coursework. Many of you have grown into this profession from your earliest college experiences, and we've been honored to walk alongside you. Today, we celebrate 147 graduates across all 3 of our nursing programs receiving their pins, not including the 72 TBSN students who graduated and were pinned in a separate ceremony this past December. While not all graduates are in attendance today, each one is part of this extraordinary group of individuals and future nurses. At this time, I'd like to pause and recognize a group of individuals whose impact on our students cannot be overstated. The extraordinary faculty and staff of the Linfield School of Nursing. Faculty and staff, would you please stand? To all the families, friends, and supporters here today, these are the people who have walked beside your graduate, in classrooms, in simulation labs, on clinical units, and in moments of both triumph and challenge. They have not only taught the science and art of nursing, but have also modeled compassion, professionalism, and perseverance. Their commitment to excellence is evident in every lecture prepared, every paper graded, every clinical shift supervised, and every encouraging word shared along the way. This team goes above and beyond to ensure that our students are supported, not just academically, but as whole people stepping into a life of service. It is one of my greatest honors to work alongside such a dedicated and inspiring group. Faculty and staff, your contributions ripple outward, shaping not only the future of each graduate, but also the future of healthcare itself. Thank you very much. Now, to those who may not fully know the depth of this journey, let me take a moment to share just how incredible the path to becoming a nurse truly is. Our nursing students shoulder the weight of human vulnerability, stepping into situations where life, loss, and healing intersect. It is a journey that is both profoundly meaningful and deeply demanding. The academic rigor is intense. The emotional toll is real. The physical fatigue is constant, and yet they press on, not just because of their calling, but also because of the steady support behind them. Family, friends, and loved ones, your role in this accomplishment cannot be overstated. You've been their lifeline, the late-night text responder, the cheerleader after an exhausting clinical, the voice of calm before an exam. You've offered encouragement, meals, coffee runs, hugs, humor, and most importantly, your unwavering belief in them. Your love, patience, and presence have been the quiet foundation beneath their success. And today, as we honor these graduates, we also honor you. Students, I want you to take a minute in just a second to rise and thank those who are here today that have supported you. Before we move on, though, I just want to say, as a person who graduated nursing many, many years ago, I know that it wouldn't be possible without the family and support of loved ones. So students, take a moment, stand up, and applaud those who are with you today, and thank them for all they've done. And just so you know, I told the two groups that I've had the fortunate opportunity to teach this semester in leadership that your job in supporting them is not over until they have taken and passed NCLEX. Just want to put that out there. Okay, so before we move on to the best part, watching each of you cross this stage to receive your nursing pin, I want to pause for a moment and reflect on what this milestone really means. As the Dean of the School of Nursing, I've had the privilege of witnessing your growth. And let me just say, you didn't simply make it through this program, you earned every step. You've survived complex courses, early clinicals, group projects, care plans, and a caffeine intake level that probably qualifies for its own diagnosis. But just as important as the knowledge you gained was the way you showed up for one another. You leaned in, lifted each other up, and created a community grounded in care, encouragement, and shared purpose. Through it all, you proved time and again that you have what it takes. And somewhere along the way, you also found your people, forming friendships that will carry you long after you hang up your student badge. You've proven yourselves in so many ways, but what excites me most is what lies ahead. You're stepping into one of the most powerful and human professions there is. Nurses are often portrayed on television or in movies as background characters, rushing through hallways, dropping off a tray, or briefly checking a vital sign. What those portrayals miss is the truth. Nurses are the backbone of healthcare. Yes. You will be the eyes, ears, and heart of your care teams. You'll advocate, educate, and care for patients in moments of celebration and in moments of grief. You'll be the one they remember, not for what you charted, but for how you showed up. And yes, there will be days when it's going to be hard, days when the unit is short-staffed, the technology doesn't cooperate, and someone insists on eating a spicy takeout 2 hours after abdominal surgery. But in those moments, when you lean into the chaos and still manage to center your patients, that's when the heart of nursing shines. What will carry you forward is not just your clinical skill, but your purpose. So hold tight to your why, the reason you chose this path. It will be your anchor on hard days and your guide on the good ones. As you begin this next chapter, know that you are ready, you are needed, and you are capable of extraordinary things. Today is a celebration, not just of what you've accomplished, but of who you have become. And now, it's time to recognize some individual achievements that reflect the heart, skill, and spirit of this graduating cohorts. So, each semester, our faculty carefully select students who have demonstrated excellence in clinical practice, leadership, and service. These awards reflect not only academic strength, but also the character, compassion, and commitment that define outstanding nurses. With great pride, we celebrate the individuals whose contributions have left a lasting impact on their peers, faculty, and the broader community. We will begin with our student recognitions with the Senior Honors Award in Nursing, a prestigious award presented to one graduate from each of the 3 programs. This award is determined by faculty and honors students who have demonstrated both exceptional academic performance and outstanding clinical practice. To be considered, students must have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher in their required nursing courses. But this award recognizes far more than just strong grades. These recipients have consistently applied critical thinking and clinical judgment to deliver compassionate, patient-centered care across a variety of settings. They've demonstrated leadership, upheld professional and ethical standards, and contributed meaningfully to patient outcomes in the nursing profession as a whole. Whether providing direct care, coordinating complex systems, or advocating for change in healthcare environments, these students have embodied the very best of what it means to be a nurse. In recognition of their caring, competence, professionalism, and leadership, we are proud to present each of them with this award and a certificate of excellence. At this time, we are going to invite the recipients of the Seniors Honors Award in Nursing to come forward to the stage to be recognized and to receive their certificate of achievement. The awardees are as follows. From the MEPN cohort, Stell Burry. From the ABSN cohort, Justin Hall. And from the TBSN cohort, Brielle Brick. Our second award this afternoon is the Professional Excellence in Nursing Award, as a distinctive recognition presented only in those years when graduating students truly exemplify the highest ideas of nursing. This award honors students who demonstrate excellence not only in scholarship and clinical practice, but also in the human science of nursing, the art of connecting, caring, and leading with compassion. The recipients of this award consistently demonstrate deep caring for themselves, their patients, classmates, faculty, staff, and the broader community. They lead with integrity across multiple domains, including clinical practice, student involvement, and community engagement. Each of these students communicates with clarity and empathy, uses their personal power with humility and purpose, and engages in respectful dialogue, even when their views differ from others. They are critical thinkers who consider diverse perspectives and demonstrate intellectual curiosity and a commitment to inquiry. Above all, they show great promise as scholar clinicians, individuals who bring together evidence, ethics, and empathy in their practice. We are proud to honor these graduates with the Professional Excellence in Nursing Award in recognition of their outstanding leadership, scholarship, and heart. At this time, we invite the recipients to come forward to the stage to be recognized and receive the Certificate of Achievement. The recipients of this year's Professional Excellence in Nursing Award are as follows. From the MEPN cohort, Elsa Schumann-Lanier. From the ABSN cohort, Jeremy Abe. And from the TBSN cohort, Jenna Wong. Okay, our final award this afternoon is the Wilma Pope Alumni Award, a prestigious honor named in the memory of Wilma Pope, a proud Good Samaritan nursing graduate and former faculty member who taught in the Emmanuel and Good Samaritan Diploma Schools of Nursing, as well as here at the Linfield Good Samaritan School of Nursing. This award is reserved for a graduate of our traditional BSN program and recognizes a student who embodies the values of Wilma Pope, who she showed compassion, competence, professionalism, and leadership within the nursing community. The recipient of this award has demonstrated exceptional clinical competence and deep, authentic caring, not only in practice, but in classroom and campus life. They have consistently modeled professionalism in all settings and have taken on meaningful roles within student organizations, contributing to the vibrancy and strength of our nursing community. This award celebrates the kind of nurse who goes beyond academic excellence, someone who shows up with heart, serves as a role model to peers, and leads with both confidence and humility. We are proud to present the Wilma Pope Alumni Award to Violet Strange. For all you ICU and ED nurses to be, I know that ambulance was throwing you off a little bit where you're like, oh, we gotta go. All right, so congratulations again to all of our award recipients today. One last round of applause for everyone who received an honor today. At this time, we will transition to our guest speaker. Over the past few years, you've learned from and engaged with our dedicated faculty and staff, gaining wisdom, skills, and encouragement along the way. Today marks your transition from student to professional nurse, and we are honored to have Leda Garside with us to welcome you into the profession. Leda was born and raised in Costa Rica and came to the United States in the late 1970s, where she began her journey in nursing at the University of Alaska, Anchorage, earning a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Since then, her career has included work in neurology and cardiology units across Alaska, Oregon, and Hawaii, culminating in a long-standing leadership role at OHSU Health Hillsborough Medical Center, formerly Tuality Healthcare. In 1997, Leda launched and continues to lead the groundbreaking Salud Services Program, a nurse-driven, bilingual, and bicultural mobile health unit dedicated to providing holistic and preventive health care to seasonal and full-time vineyard workers and the families in Oregon's Willamette Valley. This vital work is entirely funded by proceeds from the annual Salud wine auction and private donations. In addition to her BSN, Leda holds an MBA in Healthcare Management from Marylhurst University, along with certificates in Public Health Leadership, Bilingual Spanish Healthcare, and Policy Management. Her professional work is complemented by deep community engagement. She currently serves on the Linfield University Board of Trustees, the Willamette Valley Wineries Foundation, and several other organizations that focus on emotional health, immigration services, and advocacy for Latinx and immigrant communities. Leda is deeply committed to community-centered work that advances health equity, diversity, and justice. Her efforts span health policy initiatives, nursing education pipeline development, best practices in language interpretation, support for community health workers, and improving mental health access for immigrant populations. In all she does, she champions the well-being of those historically marginalized in healthcare. It is my great pleasure to welcome our guest speaker, Leda Garside.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes. It is a great honor and privilege to be your guest today. A very special day, your graduation and pinning ceremony. Congratulations to all. Again, my name is Leda Garside. I'm a registered nurse. I just retired actually in February after 42 years of nursing practice. However, I'm reinventing myself. I'm starting a new path of being a professional nurse consultant, and I'm calling it Ultrella Action. Ultrella is an old Spanish word that means onwards, and I think that's pretty good for me, onwards, right? I want to thank President Johnson, Dean Smith, Associate Dean Fitzwater, nursing faculty, support staff, and Linfield University for this invitation, and for the work everyone does collectively to educate and prepare one of the most sought-after care nursing professionals, Linfield School of Nursing graduates. I have been a friend of Linfield University for many years and the School of Nursing. I came to this campus for the first time in the mid-1990s to listen to a lecture by Costa Rica President Oscar Arias. He was the 1987 Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts for lasting peace in Central America. It was a very special gift for me as a Costa Rican and as an immigrant to this country to have the opportunity to see in person and to hear Presidente Oscar Arias, a renowned world leader and one of my political heroes. A few years later, a friend of mine, then the head of a public health department, invited me to join the School of Nursing Diversity Advisory Committee. It was an honor to step into this space where I could help shape a more inclusive, culturally responsive healthcare education. This led to other adventures, including meeting lots of the faculty and having friendships, building friendships, and an invitation was extended to be a partner and an advisor on a nursing research project named creating and sustaining a diverse student community in a School of Nursing. Dr. Peggy Ross was the lead on that research project. The project was engaged with the Portland chapter of the National Association of Hispanic Nurses, known as NAN. I was the chapter president at the time. Recruitment, retention, and workforce diversity were our top priorities as well. So partnering with Linfield School of Nursing was an excellent opportunity. Linfield School of Nursing was the leader in our state, and I want to emphasize that, was the leader in our state to truly recognize the importance of addressing diversity, equity, and inclusion in the nursing workforce. And most important, they were committed to taking action and do something about it. On September 1st, 2013, after 6 years of work, the article of this nursing research and recommendations was published on the Hispanic Healthcare International Journal. And I quote what it came in that journal. It said, in response to national and state mandates to increase diversity in the nursing workforce, a small liberal arts college in Oregon implemented a comprehensive program to recruit and retain students underrepresented in nursing, especially Hispanics. That's a big deal. These early efforts were key in increasing the number of Latinos and other BIPOC of Oregonians into nursing programs and into the workforce. The work continues, but we are on the right path. I have also served as a clinical rotation preceptor. My areas of expertise, population health, and leadership. I enjoy being a preceptor and a mentor, always encouraging my colleagues to do so, what I call giving back. Being a preceptor and a mentor is contributing to the profession by teaching and preparing the student to the workforce. And there is no greater reward than seeing a new graduate, once a mentee, step into a role as a coworker. It is one of the best feelings, a true full circle moment for me and many others. I'm also, as mentioned, a Linfield Board of Trustee member. It is a great honor and a privilege to be part of the Linfield University Familia. We know that the nursing education journey can be daunting, exhausting, and the support by family members, friends, faculty, clinical, rotation preceptor, and fellow classmates are essential. Having this support is what makes difficult times manageable and keep us centered. I know that for me personally, it was a great support of my professors, taking English classes, speech, writing, and having people read my papers and give me critiques. That would make my education possible. As I say, it takes a village and a great personal effort to reach this moment. I also want to honor at this moment my late husband, Patrick Garside. He was my mentor. He was my support during my nursing training and everything that I've done in my nursing career. And I also, in nursing school back in Alaska, I met my best two friends, Eileen Woods Perala and Lori Nielsen. This is a 46-year friendship and going strong. I wish all of you and each of you a long-lasting relationship with members of your cohort. They're friends for life. The pinning ceremony is the highlight of our nursing education graduation. I received my pin 42 years ago, and I'm wearing it today. It is the rite of passage, the transition of being a student to being a professional. Receiving the pin is our commitment to provide care with compassion at all times. I also believe that it communicates that once the graduate passes the nursing board exam, the registered nurse will demonstrate self-efficacy and unwavering commitment of working at the top of his or her abilities and the RN license, exemplifying the highest standards of professional nursing practice. You have chosen the best career. You are joining the nursing profession. We are a community of 5 million nurses nationwide, the most trusted professionals. As I say, my career has been impactful and meaningful. I have been fortunate to have worked in different areas of patient care and to have worked with excellent coworkers. The last 32 years, I spent it at Hillsborough Medical Center at a hospital-based community health department with an emphasis in wellness, patient education, migrant health, mobile health, management, health policy, equity, and justice, a unique experience. I can say without a doubt that community health has been the hardest and the most challenging work. There are so many variables, so many moving parts to know and understand. My job allowed me to immerse in these environments, to build trust with key players and community members, to gain an understanding of the different layers and how to maneuver the different paths. I gained a comprehensive understanding of key social determinants of health and the systemic challenges that many individuals and communities face when trying to access basic care. It became clear that healthcare prevention and investment programs must start in the community, one that includes dental, vision, and mental health services. Building partnerships and collaborations is essential for effective delivery of care. Successful collaboration requires the active involvement and engagement of all stakeholders, ideally integrating all aspects of the healthcare system, from providers and patients to community organizations and policymakers. A comprehensive approach of coordinated care, patient-centered, and responsive to the complex needs of individuals and populations. COVID-19 pandemic has been by far the most challenging issue I have faced in my nursing career. I'm still dealing with that, the COVID-19, long-term COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic was a profound test of global healthcare, challenging every aspect of our systems. It exposed long-standing health disparities, making them visible and undeniable, revealing the urgent needs for systemic reform and more equity access to health care. Vulnerable populations were facing great barriers. It became very clear that prioritizing acute care services was not sufficient. Care services and preventative outreach services in conjunction with acute care were needed in the community. So what do? You move into action, right? So I contacted my hospital administration, community partners, public health, the governor, policymakers, anyone that wanted to hear me. And I was able to join a committee and was appointed to Governor Brown's COVID-19 Advisory Committee, an immense work. Whether an inpatient hospital or outpatient clinics, nurses provided compassionate, high-quality care under some of the most difficult and demanding conditions imaginable. Our role was not only essential to patient recovery, but also central for the functioning and endurance of the healthcare system as a whole. Nurses rose to the occasion with extraordinary resilience and commitment. My story as a community health nurse has been one of constant learning, curiosity, and adaptability. I had to learn fast, understand, and became proficient in healthcare finance, health policy, socioeconomic issues, the needs of vulnerable populations, and to be political savvy, to ask questions and bring the voice of the nurse. The community was my classroom, and it continues to be. Every experience, every challenge, and every person I have encountered has taught me more than a textbook could. So I have led many initiatives. We already mentioned Salud Services. I'm very proud of that. It's a nurse-created and nurse-run population health program. I have also been involved, actively engaged and involved in local and national health policy, helping to secure prenatal care for all women in Oregon. That, to me, is the best thing I have ever done, is to make sure that all women in Oregon has prenatal care. Also to expand the Oregon Health Plan coverage, improve working conditions for farm workers, and strengthen language access at all points of care. I remain dedicated to advancing health justice, inclusion, and environmental equity by using my professional and lived experiences, knowledge, and the collective power of nurses to transform healthcare and improve outcomes for all, what I call my Ultrella mission. This nursing journey is ongoing, and the lessons continue to shape my commitment to this work. As you can see by my story, the nursing profession is a very rewarding and challenging profession. And what do I mean by this? What I mean is that we are healers. We spend the most time with our patients. We are present at the most vulnerable and difficult times. We build trust. We are dedicated to our profession. We are the liaison for all the points of care. Everyone interacts with the nurse. We learn and master many skills, demonstrating competency. We are teachers to the patient, the family, to each other team members. We are advocates. We are cool and collected under stress. And we are the most trusted profession in the healthcare system. And because this profession can be very challenging, both mentally and physically, it is of utmost importance to take care of ourselves. And I want to emphasize that. Take care of ourselves. I know this because there have been many times where I need to stop, look at myself in the mirror, and have a conversation with myself. It's a time of reflection and a self-assessment, and to be proactive with self-care. Get enough rest, eat right, keep well hydrated, exercise, go to the bathroom, don't wait until the end of the shift. Take your work breaks and have a home-work balance, and to remind others to do as well. Yes, we must take care of ourselves, our body, our mind, our spirit. Our body is our temple. Burnout is real. I've been there. But we need to learn to recognize the early signals. It is critical and just as important knowing that it's okay to seek help, to rest, and to recharge, and to come back to work and do the thing that you love. Do not feel afraid to speak about it. And why is this vital? Because we are caregivers. And in order to be and do our best, we need to take care of ourselves to take care of others. I cannot emphasize how meaningful and transformative this profession is. You are a professional nurse. You are ready to take the next steps, to fulfill your duties, to continue your professional growth, to engage with the nursing community, to give back, to become a preceptor for the next generation of nurses, to honor the legacy of Florence Nightingale, Emily Lovewright, Clara Barton, Lillian Walt, Mary Lisa Mahoney, Mary Elizabeth Carnegie, Idaura Murillo Road, Hector Hugo Gonzalez, and many other nursing champions, and to build your own legacy. Always remember what it took for you to be at this intersection, who lent a hand, who provided the support, who, when you were most needed, who pushed you, who told you, yes, you can, sí se puede. So look around and savor this moment. This is your moment. Throughout my nursing career, I have been shaped by the stories, resilience, and strength of my patients, many of whom are migrant and agricultural workers. They need our help now more than ever. Their experience have inspired my lifelong commitment to culturally appropriate health care, health equity, and advocacy. Ensuring that patients get the care they need is our duty. I love the following quote: "When a patient feels powerless, nurses stand in the gap and serve as their voice and their strength." Ultrella, my friends, Ultrella, onwards. I wish you the most wonderful journey. And thank you again. It has been an honor and a privilege to be with you today. Thank you.
Leda, thank you for being here with us today and for your lifelong commitment to compassionate, community-centered care. Your work continues to inspire the next generations of nurses to lead with purpose, equity, and heart. Now we will turn our attention to one of the most heartfelt honors in the profession, the DAISY Award. The DAISY Award, an acronym for Diseases Attacking the Immune System, was established in 1999 by the family of J. Patrick Barnes, who died at the age of 33 from complications of an autoimmune disease. During his hospitalization, Patrick's family was deeply moved by the compassionate care he received from his nurses. They created the DAISY Foundation to honor that extraordinary level of care. Today, the DAISY Award is recognized in more than 5,500 healthcare organizations across 28 countries and is one of the most prestigious honors in nursing. It celebrates those who go above and beyond, nurses whose clinical experience is matched by deep compassion for patients and families. The DAISY Award for Extraordinary Nursing Students reminds our future nurses of the heart of the profession. It recognizes students who exemplify compassionate care, even amid the challenges of nursing school, and who embody the nurse-patient connection that leaves a lasting impact. Recipients of this award will receive a certificate and a hand-carved Shona sculpture from Zimbabwe, an artwork created by the Shona people who hold deep respect for their traditional healers. The sculpture symbolizes the values we uphold in nursing: healing, humanity, and service. For our 3 graduating programs, we had a total of 33 individuals nominated for this prestigious award, a reflection of their compassion, clinical excellence, and commitment to the values of nursing. In the days leading up to today's ceremony, each nominee was recognized with a DAISY pin in honor of that nomination. However, until this moment, the recipients of this year's DAISY Award have remained a surprise, even to the nominees themselves. At this time, though, I would like to invite all DAISY Award nominees in attendance to please stand so we can acknowledge and celebrate you. Thank you. You may be seated. Now it is our great pleasure to recognize one outstanding graduate from each of our 3 programs. Please join me in welcoming the 2025 DAISY Award recipients to the stage. From the MEPN cohort, Ray Anthony, who I do not believe is in attendance today, and we will make sure that they receive their award. From the ABSN cohort, Jamie Calderbank. And from the TBSN cohort, Haley Lopez Santiago. All right, so we now come to one of the most personal and heartfelt moments of our ceremony, hearing directly from the graduates themselves. For each pinning ceremony, students from each graduating cohort are invited to vote on one of their peers to serve as a speaker, someone who represents the shared journey, values, and spirit of the class. To be chosen for this honor is a true testament to the respect and admiration of one's classmates. These student speakers have journeyed alongside you through clinicals, exams, late night study sessions, and countless moments of learning and growth. Today, they stand before you not only to share their personal reflections, but to speak on behalf of their cohort. Please join me in welcoming your student speakers, Hannah Bauman, Justin Hall, and Violet Strange.
Okay, apparently I'm first. I got the short straw, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I am so honored to be speaking up here today. And I just want to take a moment to thank all the family and friends for making it out today to celebrate us. If we could just give them a round of applause again. The class of 2025 are truly some of the most extraordinary people I've ever met. I've seen their generosity, dedication, and desire to become the best nurses they can be. They have given so much to be here today. And within the last few years, I have seen this group of people grow exponentially, seen them lose people and gain people to love. Now, really quickly, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And I just want you to all take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. I know you haven't done that all day, so. I just want you to imagine, keeping your eyes closed, that you're in your favorite place with your favorite people. And you have all of this light of gratitude building within you. Where is it? Is it traveling through you from your head to your toes? Imagine it traveling from you to the person next to you and flowing back towards you. You feel amazing. You feel safe, grounded, and exactly where you need to be. Go ahead and open your eyes. I have this belief about nursing that I would like to share with you today. I believe nursing is sharing an unconditional part of yourself with the world. Now, there's this quote from R.F. Kuang that I read recently that explains this better than I can. That's all nursing is, listening to the other and trying to see past your own biases to glimpse what they're trying to say. Showing yourself to the world and hoping someone else understands. As nurses, we are in such a unique position to change the lives of others. Thank you for showing up for yourselves and showing up for others to become a nurse. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
It's hot. Y'all gonna walk out of here with beautiful left-sided sunburns and tans. All right, I'm gonna start this off with a little bit of quiz music. Let's see if it works. Okay, so what's the diagnosis? 4, symptoms of tachycardia, hypertension, diaphoresis, sudden blurred vision, urinary incontinence, and acute anxiety happening all at once. Sorry, it's not sepsis. It's how I'm feeling right now, being chosen to give this pinning ceremony speech. Thanks, guys. Hello again, I'm Justin Hall, and I'm both baffled and honored to be speaking on behalf of our ABSN cohort today. My mother out there, she was an ICU nurse for over 40 years. As a toddler, I'd cry when she left for work, only for her to come home 12 hours later and say, "Don't hug me, I'm covered in poop." From then through my adulthood, as I tried to figure out where I fit in this world, there was one thing I thought to be certain. There was no way in a million years that I was ever going to follow her footsteps and become a nurse. Work in a hospital for 12 and a half hours, blood, feces, no thanks. I imagine many of us had similar thoughts. We chose other degrees and other careers, the first, second, or even in my case, the third time around. But that's exactly what makes this cohort so special. We're not just adaptable, we're resilient. We're not just smart, we're understanding. We've got second careers, second wind, and probably second-degree burns from spilling coffee while driving to early morning clinicals. Some of you even birthed real live babies and managed to get through the finish line. Yeah, more than one. Each one of us brings something powerful to this profession. Life experience, grit, and even the ability to survive a full shift on nothing but a sip of water and a leftover piece of bacon from a patient's lunch tray. I'm looking at you, Aiden. It wasn't until my fourth decade of life that I realized my mom is a beast. Nursing is hardcore. And nursing, in my eyes, is the most privileged job you can have. We get to show up in people's worst moments, not to save the day like superheroes, but to offer compassion, skill, presence, and the occasional perfectly timed shot of epinephrine. We get to welcome new life. We sustain fragile ones. And sometimes we have the honor of caring for those transitioning into death. It's humbling, it's holy, and it's often disgusting. And we'll make mistakes, but we will grow, and we will become seasoned, resilient, and competent caregivers, probably with a little trauma and a weird sense of humor to show for it. So, when we start our first jobs as new nurses, flailing like fish out of water, drowning in Epic, the MAR, provider orders, and endless charting, just remember to take a moment, escape the unit, find a window, and look at the moon. No worries, the moon will definitely be out there because we'll all get night shift as new grads. And while you're gazing at that glowing orb from a perfectly climate-controlled room, know that somewhere out there, one of us is also staring at that exact same moon. Probably mid-cry, hiding in a supply closet, clutching a cookie and a cold cup of hospital coffee, and questioning all of life's choices. Might as well do it under that same pretty moonlight. So whether you're sobbing in the break room, celebrating a clean IV start, on the third round of compressions, admiring your new onset varicose veins, treating your new back pain with vitamin I, or just trying to remember if you peed today, remember to look at that moon, take a deep breath, and know we're all out here winging it. But now we're doing it as nurses. Here's to the past 12 months that we've endured, the compassion you're able to share, and the calling of being a nurse. Congrats.
Hello, everyone. Can those in the audience by the name of Michael please stand up? Any Michaels out there? None? All right. Well, if you stood up, please sit down. That concludes my mic check. Thank you. Well, hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Violet Strange, and I have the honor today of representing the traditional Bachelor of Science in Nursing Spring 2025 cohort. At the Portland campus, I had the privilege of serving as our Vice President of Student Government and was able to experience the joy of meeting most, if not all of you. On our first day of orientation, Dean Smith got up in front of us and quoted, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Hearing this as someone just entering nursing school, I'm sure we were all overwhelmed by the monstrosity of a journey laid out before us and may have just tucked this quote away. I did. It wasn't until the end of this semester when many of us pulled this quote from the depths of our mind, where it was buried under 105 drug cards and 37 exams worth of information, and truly stopped and thought about our journeys. As each of us began on our journey, we may have carried our own individual suitcases with us along the way. We may have carried self-doubt, we may have carried feelings of being an imposter, and we may have carried many of the times people told us we wouldn't be good enough. As you were on your journey, you may have encountered obstacles that you did not expect. You may have tripped on a med-calc exam. You may have stumbled on a skills check-off, and maybe you even fell down and failed an exam or two, or perhaps even a semester. But you know what? You picked yourself right back up and took another step forward. Maybe you even met others here who held your hand along your journey and made each step that much easier. Maybe you had someone you pulled along the journey with you who at the same time was doing the same for you. Maybe you had a parent or family member whom you called crying upwards of 27 times about how you were going to fail an exam, which somehow you never actually did. Maybe you had a professor or two who took the time to build and mold you when that seemed too big a task to do alone. And lastly, maybe you had to call on God for the guidance and strength to continue on your journey, as I did many times. But now, here we all are, at the end of our journeys. We have triumphed over countless obstacles and made it to the top of this hill. I hope you look around yourselves and realize it's okay to put those suitcases down now. You did it. You passed all the obstacles nursing school could throw at you, and you earned your seat here today. As we all go out into the field of nursing, we once again are met with a 1,000-mile journey. We don't know the obstacles that are laid out before us, but we do know this. We have now built the skills and resiliency to push forward over any obstacle. If we survived using old, expired, sterile gloves for our straight cath checkoff that never seemed to come off the paper the way we wanted them to, if we survived being watched on camera by our fellow students as we practice new skills on simulated patients, we can sure survive whatever is thrown at us next. As you look forward at your next journey of 1,000 miles, I hope you remember how far you have come. I hope you remember every stumble and every moment you pulled yourself back up. Remember the strength you have had and hold it close to you as you continue to push forward. Remember to thank those who have supported you and made your journey possible. Remember to thank God for allowing us to shine His light to our patients. And lastly, never forget how far you have come. I'm proud of us all, and congratulations to the class of 2025. We did it!
Thank you, Hannah, Justin, and Violet. Your words beautifully captured the journey, challenges, and strengths of your cohorts. We're grateful for your voice and your leadership. So now we come to the heart of today's ceremony, the presentation of the Linfield Nursing Pin. The tradition of pinning is a cherished rite of passage into nursing. It marks the formal welcome into the profession and honors the journey each graduate has taken to arrive at this moment. More about the history of this tradition and our School of Nursing can be found in your pinning ceremony program. Students, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Nursing, it is our privilege to present you with this pin, a symbol of your perseverance, your growth, and your readiness to serve. As you enter the workforce as registered nurses, the care you provide will reflect the strength of your Linfield education, the values of our university, and your own deep commitment to your patients and communities. This pin signifies not just where you studied, but who you are as a nurse, competent, compassionate, and called to make a difference. You have earned this honor and the right to wear the Linfield nursing pin with pride. Today, as we place this pin on you, we honor you. And through you, we honor the enduring power and promise of the nursing profession. As our graduates cross the stage, you'll witness a powerful and meaningful tradition that started a few years ago. Each student has chosen someone who played a pivotal role in their journey through nursing school, a mentor, family member, or friend, to present them with their nursing pin. This moment is a symbol of gratitude, connection, and support. As students are pinned, you'll hear not only their names announced, but also the relationship of the individual they've chosen to share this honor with. Please note that students have chosen their own seating arrangements today, so names will not be called in alphabetical order. In keeping with tradition, each graduating cohort has also selected a faculty or staff member to read their names during the pinning, individuals who have made a lasting impact during their time here at Linfield. This year, the following faculty members have been chosen by the students to read names for their respective programs: Dr. Molly Campbell and Professor Kristen Crum. In a few minutes, Dr. Campbell will call our graduating MEPN students to the stage to receive their nursing pins. We invite you to cheer and applaud in celebration of your graduate. This is a moment worth celebrating. We are also fortunate to have a professional photographer with us today to capture the pinning moment. To ensure that everyone has a clear view of the stage, we kindly ask all audience members to remain seated during the presentation. Pinners, you will be joining your graduate on stage. Linfield staff will be nearby to guide and assist you when it's time. And now, graduates, please come forward to receive your Linfield nursing pin.
Hello. Woo. You ready? All right. Hannah Marie Bauman is pinned by her mom. Steele Burry is pinned by his mom. Katie Phillips is pinned by her fiance.
Go Katie, go Connor!
Lucy Georgia Ellis will be pinned by her mom. Kristen Tate will be pinned by her brother. Kate McLean will be pinned by her grandma. And Charlotte Snyder Hathaway will be pinned by her child, Lily.
Baby.
Elsa Marie Schumann Lanier will be pinned by her brother. Alexis Vong will be pinned by her mom. Kelsey DeFries will be pinned by her boyfriend. Leilani Hunter will be pinned by her dad. Abigail Kundal will be pinned by her partner. Roxanne Shelton will be pinned by her sister Abby. Ishmael Sie will be pinned by his partner Marinda Say. And Jody Marshall will be pinned by her brother. Nicole Michelle Angeles will be pinned by her dad. Carrie Lynn Jenks will be pinned by her child. Julia Burton DeMorris will be pinned by her friend, me. Erica Elizabeth Sander will be pinned by one of her most favorite people.
So we're in ABSN now, so we'll
What did I say? Okay. And that concludes the graduates of our MEPN program. Next, we will announce the graduates of the ABSN program. Ian Lawson will be pinned by his partner. Michaela Schmier will be pinned by her mom. Claire McElroy will be pinned by her husband. Suri Salai Salinas Hernandez will be pinned by her dad. Maura Blackwell will be pinned by her grandma. Jamie Calderbank will be pinned by her mom. Holly Goodacre will be pinned by her mom. Cecilia Ramirez will be pinned by her grandma. Sam Larson will be pinned by his partner. Aiden Booth will be pinned by his mom. Alexander Jones will be pinned by his mom, Jordy Jones. Jeremy Abe will be pinned by his mom. Yelena Gallagher Spiegel will be pinned by her partner. Regina Ochoa will be pinned by her partner. Abby Wong will be pinned by her grandpa.
Olivia McMahon.
Olivia McMahon will be pinned by her grandma.
Lauren Gagan.
Lauren Gagan will be pinned by her mom. Erin Lang will be pinned by her cousin. Dylan Renfro will be pinned by two of her children. Nicole Hardesty will be pinned by her dad. Flora Victoria Maciel will be pinned by her fiance. Gloria Guffrey will be pinned by her mom.
Jamie Marcus.
Jamie Markham will be pinned by her mom. Joshua Phillips will be pinned by his dad. Nicole Macasa will be pinned by her mom. Vegas Casey will be pinned by her dad, Garrett. Nina Wilhoft will be pinned by her mom. Vito Suhanov will be pinned by his family. Derek Ton Trin will be pinned by his mom. Lucas Bjorklund will be pinned by his wife. Amber Stone will be pinned by her sibling. Miranda Daly will be pinned by her grandma. Justin Hall will be pinned by his mom. Cheyenne Shaw will be pinned by her sibling. Hitomi Tanisawa will be pinned by her classmate friend.
They're pinning each other.
Oh, and Braden Prilwitz will be pinned by his classmate friend. Kelsey Ann Marie Young will be pinned by her mom. Lindsay Emily Bancroft will be pinned by her husband. Abby Rose Houpe will be pinned by her mom. And that concludes the graduates of our ABSN program. Next, Professor Kristen Crum will announce the graduates of the TBSN program.
Hello. Our first up is Tara Baziari, being pinned by her mom. Next, Brielle Brick, being pinned by her mom. Arissa Marks Vickers, being pinned by her husband. Jessica Rose Atun, being pinned by her dad. Grace Jennifer Heimbigner, being pinned by her mom. Violet Clarissa Strange, being pinned by her mom. Moana Andrew, being pinned by her mom. Christine Kate Habone Fabro, being pinned by her mom. Esmeralda Cardozo, being pinned by her mom. Kelsey Ann Chobalbo Sarmento, being pinned by her mom. Madison Edwards, being pinned by her grandpa. Kayla LaFleur, being pinned by her mom. Marco Masella, being pinned by his mom. Aaliyah Gardner, being pinned by her dad. Zulima Romero, being pinned by her mom. Victoria Rivera, being pinned by her mom. T. Tran, being pinned by her mom. Nicole Trujillo Salazar, being pinned by her mom. Ala Kogan being pinned by her daughter.
Emily Grace Coleman.
Emily Grace Coleman being pinned by her dad.
Shirley Kai Kai.
Shirley Kai Kai being pinned by her mom.
Pin Fang Huang.
Pin Feng Huang being pinned by her aunt.
Anna Rose Speed.
Anna Rose Speed being pinned by her mom.
Christopher Akiko.
Christopher Aquapel being pinned by his dad.
Marina Gerard.
Marina Gerard being pinned by her husband.
Anastasia Likovadova.
Anastasia Likovadova being pinned by her mom. Tina Tan being pinned by her mom. Savannah Short being pinned by her cousin. Rayana Ruiz being pinned by her sibling.
Evelyn Oceana.
Evelyn Oceana Staples being pinned by her dad. Devin Rice being pinned by her mom. Anastasia Kapatsina being pinned by her fiance.
Joshua Viella.
Joshua Viella being pinned by his mom. Kaylee Soriano Hamblin being pinned by her mom. Marco Miller being pinned by his mom.
Yeah, Marco! Emma Kai Cortez.
Emma Kai Cortez being pinned by her dad. Kalisa Kalioha Dombriguez being pinned by her cousin. Paige Schubert being pinned by her mom.
Mason Nell.
Mason Nels being pinned by his mom.
Pat Conrad.
Kate Conrad being pinned by her dad.
Michelle Price. Michelle Price.
Michelle Price being pinned by her husband.
Aaron Willis.
Erin Willis being pinned by her partner. Cassandra Van Dyke being pinned by her child. Callie Bars being pinned by her mom. Claire Louise Daly being pinned by her mom. Christian Anthony Figueroa being pinned by his grandma.
Axel Merchant Trejo.
Axel Merchant Trejo being pinned by his mom. Cecilia Science being pinned by her mom.
Abigail Todor.
Abigail Ruth Todor being pinned by her sibling.
Sarah Babalai.
Sarah Babalai being pinned by her mom.
Colin Summer.
Colin Summer being pinned by his mom.
Sierra Elise Conley.
Sierra Elise Comby being pinned by her mom.
Kieran Shu.
Tiernan Shui being pinned by her mom.
Chantel Conley.
Chantel Conley being pinned by her mom.
Reagan Kuzma.
Reagan Kudna being pinned by her mom.
Mason Searle.
Mason Searle being pinned by his best friend.
So they're pinning each other, and then it's Jadlyn Hendershot being pinned by her dad.
Jadlyn Hendershot being pinned by her dad.
Mackenzie Smith.
Mackenzie Smith being pinned by her mom.
Maya Letelier.
Maya Letelier being pinned by her mom.
Renee Schroes.
Renee Schroth being pinned by her bestie.
Remy McMillan.
Remy McMillan being pinned by her partner.
Jaron Wiley.
Jaron Wiley being pinned by his wife.
Aaron Leiber.
Tara Leiber being pinned by her mom.
She wants to say pinned by her sister.
Morgan Baker being pinned by her sister.
Aaliyah Sparks.
Melia Sparks being pinned by her grandma. Rachel Hamilton being pinned by her daughter. Jenna Wong being pinned by her mom. Aurora Elston being pinned by her mom. Tessa McNeely being pinned by her mom. Delaney Nielsen being pinned by her mom. Elizabeth Riedlinger being pinned by her mom. Ezra Kang being pinned by his mom. Katie Petrie being pinned by her mom. Hannah Keeve being pinned by her sibling. Christina Doe being pinned by her mom. Haley Lopez Santiago being pinned by her partner.
Allie Jones.
Allie Jones being pinned by her dad.
I don't know about you, but I know as people go back to their seats, I just want to say what an incredible group of individuals we've witnessed walk across the stage today. Each one carries a story of resilience, growth, and compassion. Let's give our graduates one more round of applause. To the class of 2025, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and the entire Linfield University community, we are so proud of you. You've worked hard, led with heart, and embraced every challenge along the way. You've become the kind of nurses the world truly needs. As you step into your professional lives, carry with you the values that have shaped you here: empathy, integrity, curiosity, and a fierce commitment to your patients and communities. You are ready, more than ready, to make a difference. There will be days that stretch you when the unit is short-staffed, the charting never ends, and the emotional weight feels heavy. In those moments, take a breath and remember what brought you here. You've already tackled care plans, clinicals, CEIs, and countless challenges, and through it all, you showed up with courage and compassion. Congratulations, graduates. Go out there with confidence, grace, and just enough laughter to keep your spirit light and show the world what Linfield nurses are made of. And as you care for others and continue to grow in this profession, remember this profound reflection from Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. These words matter because they speak to the strength, empathy, and purpose that already live within you, qualities that will sustain you, guide you, and define you as a nurse. This concludes our ceremony. We kindly ask that audience members remain seated as faculty and staff, followed by graduates recess. Thank you for being part of this special day, and once again, congratulations to the outstanding Linfield University School of Nursing class of 2025.